Thank you all for coming. Good morning, those of you in the room. For those of you joining us online, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, because I know that we have a vast audience worldwide, and I know that this is something that we've got many more people outside of this room than we have inside the room due to COVID protocol. But I want to thank the people that came, and I want to thank the people that were here yesterday and spoke yesterday. I thought yesterday's advocacy session to kick off the 2021 summit was excellent. Those of you who were able to see it could really see why we do what we do. You could really hear some of the challenges that we're going to be faced with moving forward, and that really heightens the importance on days like today and tomorrow to understand how to create these solutions moving forward. So thank everybody for their participation. Thank all of you online for your participation and chiming in with the chats. We really appreciate it. You know, for the past 5 years, it's been my extreme privilege to lead this organization. I've gotten support and worked alongside some of the best minds in the world, and I've learned so much. I've learned a lot about women's health for sure, and reproductive biology. But as a father of 4, I certainly knew where babies came from before I started. More importantly, I learned how to think like a scientist, how to question everything, how to create inclusive solutions, and how to challenge those solutions in order to continually refine and optimize them. The scientific process, if you will. In fact, I often find myself saying to my team, let the process play out. This Magee-Womens Research Summit, our second in a series of summits that will carry forward the critical conversation started in 2018, is a shining example of that process and a venue where solutions can be created. This summit is an inclusive gathering of scientists from around the globe, questioning today's solutions and challenging each other to do better. We started a conversation yesterday with payers, providers, policymakers, and we listened to advocacy and community groups about gaps in today's solutions. As a world leader in women's health, it's our responsibility to fill those gaps and to create tomorrow's solutions with an inclusion and equity for all. But tomorrow's solutions won't be created with yesterday's answers. Tomorrow's solutions may not even be created with yesterday's questions. Tomorrow's solutions will need bright new ideas and refinement of those ideas. Tomorrow's solutions will need collaborative approaches that force communities, policymakers, healthcare systems, and scientists to work together to find the best approach for all involved. Tomorrow's solutions will need to be personalized and precise. Tomorrow's solutions won't come from us alone, but we'll need to combine both medical and community assets and intellect to better serve the needs of current and future generations. Local solutions with local resources that create global impact. That's what tomorrow needs. You're the brightest minds in the field, and together we can move the needle. So as our process plays out over the next couple days, I hope you open your minds and share your visions. I hope you listen and learn and enjoy hearing what everyone can bring to the table to help create tomorrow's solutions. That's what the Magee-Womens Research Summit is all about. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can change the way the world treats women. Literally, our solutions created this week can bring global impact, and I'm looking forward to supporting that in every way I can. Thank you. As we start today's journey, I'm going to turn it over to our executive and scientific director, my friend and colleague, often my mentor on this journey, and the man who architected this scientific summit, the person who's connected with all the speakers and understood how to put all this together, Dr. Yoel Sadovsky. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'm just going to stand here because I'm not using the teleprompter. So just so you know that for the record. I'm going to stop for a second and just look at everybody. It is so good to see everybody in person. I'm not looking at the right side to look at the chat. I'm not unmuting myself. And when I say hi to everybody, it's a big hi, not a Zoom hi. It's just great to see everybody here. And I know for many of us, this is the first meeting we actually attend outside of Zooms for the last 2 years and outside of our cities, so it's a big deal. Anyway, it's great for all of you that you could come, and I do want to tell you that total number of registrants, we have about 600 people. They're going to be in and out throughout the day, the 2 days that we have. We also, among the 600, we have 120 people who are virtual attendees. And actually, they're coming from all over the world, not just from here, from the US. We have 30 attendees from Africa, Australia, and many other places across the world. So this is terrific. We don't have anybody from Antarctica, but otherwise, we do have everybody from everywhere. So good afternoon, good evening for those far away. This is really great to be able to share this event with all of us. Magee-Womens Research Institute hosts this event, and I think all of us will join in sharing our view about science. We seek to promote knowledge in the field of reproductive sciences, early human development, and women's health. Equally important, we seek to take that knowledge and translate to better care, a better treatment, and hopefully better prevention for women and children across the world. And equally important, we want to educate the next generation of scholars to be able to not only continue, but take this research to a higher level. And equally important, number 4, we want to remove any walls, tear down any walls that exist between us and the community. We want our research to be directly translated to better life for women and infants across the world. And that's what we're here for. So it's a great pleasure for me to open this first session. And it is not surprising that we want to begin by acknowledging our great other institutions that exist here in the city of Pittsburgh, UPMC, University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, and University of Pittsburgh. And therefore, it's a great pleasure for me to introduce to all of us our new dean of a year and a half, Dr. Anantha Shekhar, who is the Senior Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences at the University of Pittsburgh, and also the John and Gertrude Peterson Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Shekhar, please.
Good morning, everyone, and probably people online, good day. And maybe someone in Australia, it's even good next day. So it's great to be here and welcome all of the leaders in the field, as well as many of you who will be future leaders in the field of women's health. And whether you're here or anywhere in the world, it's a great next 2 days that we will hopefully learn a lot about both the current progress we're making in women's health research, learn about some of the challenges that face women's health, and perhaps some of the great innovation and innovative solutions that people are thinking about addressing these challenges. So I'm Anantha Shekhar. I'm the Senior Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences at University of Pittsburgh, and also the Dean of the School of Medicine. And as Dr. Sadovsky mentioned, I've been here for a little over a year, but I've been immensely impressed by the amazing work that is going on at the Magee-Womens Research Institute. It's only fitting that it's the largest institute dedicated to women's health that should be hosting this great event today and for many years to come. And it's comprised of both basic and clinical and translational researchers, members of our Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, UPMC physicians group that are dedicated to women's health, and of course the Magee Research Institute, which is comprised of wonderful discovery science. It is the largest such institute dedicated to women's health in the world, I believe. And it's really wonderful to be able to spend some time and learn about all of the work that is going on. These dedicated 100+ researchers are really focused on a number of areas, all the way from cellular biology, pharmacology, systems biology, to clinical obstetrics, gynecology, reproductive health. So you have the full spectrum of work that is happening here. And it is the largest NIH-funded institute dedicated to women's health in the country. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing all the great work that is going to go on here and will go on in the future. I'm also looking forward to supporting this work, both from the academic side, but equally importantly from the philanthropic side. So I think we are committed to this work. You'll hear a lot of great stuff, but I hope we'll all learn together and begin to address these global issues together. So thank you and welcome, and enjoy the rest of the conference.